so excited to do this mani with you guys today. I am doing a Dip Queens 3-color dip mani. I am using a solid blue. It's called Change Up. It's a royal navy blue. I am using a chunky and fine glitter Temptation, and I am using a Milky Bath foil blue and white called Quinn. Super excited for that. Can't wait to show you my plan for it. For my liquids, I am using my iGel Beauty 4-step dip liquids, and I am wearing a mask just to kind of minimize the dip flu that I've been getting. I'm still, even with wearing a mask, tomorrow I'm sure I'll be all stuffy and whatnot. So unfortunately, it's so annoying. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started though. I am going to do Change Up on my thumb and on my pinky finger. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. On my nails right now, I have just my builder gel. I put 2 layers of my peel base down. I love Mani Boss peel base. And then I did go ahead with 1 layer of base coat, dip base coat already, just to make sure that I have even dry time. Okay, so I am going to do half blue on this middle finger. I'm going to do the solid white first, so we'll get the solids out of the way, and then we'll do the color blocking. So for my second layer, I think I'm only going to need 2 layers because this is actually pretty opaque for it being a milk base. But for my second layer, I want more foil. I am using Ritzy Dips, Jellyfish, Clear, Alright, I'm going to throw activator on these 3 babies. I'm so excited about this, and I'm so happy to be sharing it with you guys. I hope you love it as much as I do, and I hope my vision for it really comes to life. Oh, did you see that? Look how pretty that is. So that is cold. So when it's warm, this color, this Change Up, when it's warm, it flushes to like that lighter, I think it's a triple thermal because I can see like on my thumb it's starting to turn like this green, and then it'll turn that white color. Okay. All right, now for the fun. These 2. I am using my Shunzen tape that I got off of Amazon. I love this stuff. So I'm going to take a piece and I'm going to run it. Let me think here. So I'm doing blue and chunky glitter on one and white and chunky glitter on the other. So I'm going to do the blue first. Typically whenever you color block, you should do your darker color first. Hi, honey. Come here. Okay, come on. My boy is very vocal. I'm sorry. Okay, typically whenever you're doing your color blocking, you want to do your dark color first to prevent the color from bleeding over to the other side. So I'm going to do blue on this side. So I'm going to block off okay, I think that is pretty straight. So for the blue, I'm going to use my brush for my color blocking just to be able to have more control to get into this line. You can use the brush that comes with the base kit, but I freaking flood whenever I try to use that, even just doing like a regular nail. So I'm just kind of wiping the base on there. Okay. So the middle finger is getting chunky glitter on this other side, which is Temptation, and I cannot wait to show you it because it is a beautiful color. I could not wait to use it, and I built this mani around using that color. All right, I brushed off the excess. I'm going to go in with my second layer. All right, so I lifted that tape up, and then if you have, whenever you pull your tape up, you want to kind of lift it straight up and nice and slow before everything dries. Now, if you have anything like hanging over, you can take a cuticle pusher tool and just kind of slide it, because it's still pliable at this point, right? So you can kind of like push everything over if you need to, but I have no issues, so it's perfect. I'm going to wait for it to dry. I'm going to give it a couple seconds here. I'm going to brush it off. We're going to do a layer of clear, activate, and then we're going to do this side, okay? And there's a reason for that. I don't want any of that glitter to get over on this side. All right, we're going to give that a minute to dry, and then I like to put a piece of tape over top of this. So even though I did clear, even though I activated, I like to put clear over top of it just to prevent any contamination from happening. And if it does happen, it's happening on the tape and it comes off really easy. I don't have to like kind of scrape it off or anything. So I'm going to put a piece of tape over top of the blue here. I know some people don't do that and they'll just kind of butt up against the brush, against the ridge that the blue has made. I don't. So you can do either or. I'm gonna wait for this to dry though. Give it a couple seconds longer. Now we are going to do the pour over method. Still the same thing. I'm going to use this brush. Okay, and then we are going to pour over. And I like to pour a little bit out first because all of the big chunky parts come out first, and then you can see there's fine left. So ideally, for your first layer, you want to get like a good fine base coat. I lightly press down if anything's lifted up. Press them down. Wipe your cuticle. Make sure there's nothing hanging on there. And you can see I got some really pretty small, which is perfect, small glitters. This is so pretty. It reminds me of like prom or something. My high school colors weren't this color. It somehow reminds me of like a football game or cheerleading, or I think this is like Michigan football colors, something like that. It's super pretty. All right, we're going to give that a second to dry. And then I'm going to brush it off. Typically with my glitters, instead of using my fluffy brush, I like to use a stiff brush because that's how you get your really good thin layers. You want to make sure that everything is completely laying flat. Otherwise, you need to remove it. And if you need more, you can apply more. But if you have anything like sticking up, you want to remove it. Take it off and add more as needed. All right, so I'm going to brush off with a stiff brush. All right, we'll go in with our second layer. Got some of the bigger pieces, but you can see they're lifted up, they're not adhered, and I don't really necessarily want those big ones there, so I'm not going to continue to press them down. I'm just going to let it dry, and then I'm going to stiff brush. Most likely those will come off. You absolutely do not want to leave these ones on. See how they're lifted here? don't know if you can see around the tape. Yeah, there you go. See how they're lifted? Those need to go. So if for whatever reason they are completely adhered and you cannot get them off, you can use a cuticle nipper. I call this a tissue nipper because this is what we use in wound care. But you can use this and just pull them off. If it's completely adhered, you can use it and cut it also, where you're leaving like half on, take half off. But I usually just pull them off. But you need to make sure you're taking them off. You can't just leave those ones flapping in the wind there, because that's what's going to give you the trouble. Okay, so once I brush this off, I am just going to I'm going to hand place, I think, some of the blues. So I'm just going to shake this out just to kind of separate, ooh, making a mess, separate out the colors here, and then I'm going to hand place some blues. All right, so I'm going to stiff brush. So whenever you brush off, you want to make sure you're going every direction, not just like up and down. You want to make sure you go left and right too. Okay, so see these guys that are lifted up? They have to go. They gotta go. So the whole piece came off. Trying to see anything else. Yep, right here. It's lifted. I'm just cutting that piece. Look at it at all angles. So this little thing's lifted. You gotta go. Like I said, you can always apply more. So if you love this square that's up here, you can put another one. Just don't leave the one that's half hanging on there. Put a different one on there that's completely laid flat and not going to give you any trouble. All right, I got all the babies that were half on, half off. So now I have 2 layers. It's completely flat. I'm gonna do a quick little brush again, just because sometimes when you remove the glitter, it has like finer glitter or whatever hanging on underneath. Okay, let's do our hand placing of the glitter now. So same thing, just gonna use the brush, and then I'm just gonna use my tool. I want to get some blue ones if I can. I'm only picking up gold. So this is where if you were working with gel, it'd be way better because you're not rushed. So when you put them here, you want to make sure they're kind of laying flat already. Give you like the best chance. I love this royal blue. I've really never liked blue too much, but this color and this color, oh my god, look how cute. Definitely doing it for me. So I'm just kind of hand placing some of the smaller blues. I don't think I want any more of the chunkier. Let's see if I need anything else. We'll do like one more little baby blue. Cute, cute, cute. Oh, and then I want some down at the tip here. I don't know if I have enough base. It looks kind of dry for these guys to hang on down here. So, glitters, you have to have the patience for. I'm going to add a little bit more base to that spot. If you are doing glitters and you think that you can rush through, you're going to be mad when you're done then, because you have to have the patience, take the time, do it right. Cat's trying to open the door. There we go. And then I want to put another like blue, I think, right here. Looking for a little baby right there. Stay. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. I think that'll be it. Just making sure nothing that I added here is lifted up. I don't think so. I think they're all pretty much flat. Look at it from all angles. Okay. All right. I am gonna use this glitter again for the other nail, so I'm just gonna push it to the side here. Okay, so this is still like wet and tacky. There's two things that you can do here. One, you can just dip this into clear to soak up the rest of that liquid. I don't like doing that because I find that sometimes it like makes it cloudy on my end, and it's not my clear that I'm using. I think it's just the method of doing that. So I prefer to just kind of let that dry on its own. And then we'll cap and clear and activate and all of that. In the meantime, while it is drying, I am pulling out a piece of tape and let's talk about the ring finger. So the ring finger, I'm going to do the same thing. Color block half and half. We are almost done, I promise, guys. We are getting there. Brush off the excess of that Quinn. Do a second layer. Alright, I'm just pressing down these little foils because they're cute and I want to keep them and I don't want them to slough off when I brush off the excess. So this base is dried now on this glitter. Let's cap it in clear. Sometimes I'll cap it twice in clear. But I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Sometimes I'll oh boy. Sometimes I will cap my chunky glitter in clear twice. Because I'm doing color blocking, I will show you what I'm going to do. Then we're going to take our tape. Glitter is going on this side, right? That is it. That's all I'm going to add there. I'm going to let it dry. Okay, so I did my clear here. Brush it off. And we will activate that. Alright, and then I am going to do some very light filing and buffing. Okay, so I'm going to cap this in clear. Twice, because I have chunky glitter here. I'm going to cap this twice in clear because I don't want to file out some of this color. You can see I have a ledge in between the white and the glitter. So I'm going to do one half coat on the glitter of clear. And then I'm going to do one full coat over top of the whole nail. Same thing that I did on this side. Just to even out the layers and to get two clear coats over top of this glitter to protect it. I'm going to activate that and then I'm going to file and buff and I will be back with the final product, me putting on my top coat, okay? Sit. Okay guys, I just did my top coat and I put cuticle oil on and then I went and washed my hands real quick because I wanted it to be cold so I could show you it with the blue before it starts transitioning. I love how it turned out. I think it's super pretty and different. I love being different, so I don't think I've seen anything. I like doing more than 2 colors also, so if I could throw 3 colors in there for a mani, I am happy. I hope you guys enjoyed this and learned a couple tricks about chunky glitter and color blocking. Super cute. This blue, I love this blue too. Very, very pretty. Okay, well, that is it for me today. I am going to go to bed and take this little baby to bed before he gets any crankier. So, alright guys, thanks for joining me. I'll catch you next time. Take care.